Hi, and welcome back to ENTP Life. We're here in beautiful Sicily, and what I'm doing here is buying a property for just €1. Matter of fact, I might buy two. If you think it's unbelievable, you're pretty much in the same category as me. I came across this program on CNN.com where they were selling properties in Italy for just €1. I couldn't believe it and had to check it out for myself. So I researched it a bit and I found a company that is managing these sales. And the idea behind these sales is that the cities, especially like some of the rural cities, are losing their population. And in an effort to revive the city, they're selling the properties on the cheap to attract foreign investment or investment back into the areas. Now, this program actually used to be in effect in Harlem, New York, which is in the north side of Manhattan. And there was a huge drug and crime situation in Harlem that led a lot of people to just vacate that area. So the city, in an effort to try to, spur activity in Harlem, initiated a dollar program where you, as a firefighter, police officer, teacher, nurse, doctor, or community worker, were able to buy properties on the cheap with the condition that you had to live there and revitalize that property. Now, they're doing pretty much the same exact thing in Mussomeli, except they're opening it up to everybody. You don't have to be an Italian national. You can be any citizen with the ability to close on the property and renovate it within 2 or 3 years. Now, if this is your first time on ENTP Life, you know that here on ENTP Life, we talk about business, real estate, and just about anything else that I'm interested in. Okay, so this series is actually going to document my process of buying one of these Euro homes, renovating that Euro home, and what is the final outcome going to be. Now, this may be over a long period of time because I have no idea exactly how long this is going to all take, but before I leave, I am leaving with my piece of Italian real estate. Now, if you're not already a subscriber, please take that time out to hit that subscription button. Don't forget to like this video, and if you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comment section below. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear your questions. In fact, I'm actually trying to encourage you guys back at home to make your way on over to Mussomeli and invest in your piece of Italian real estate. Now, before we get into the actual purchase, I think it's a good idea to just walk you through what it was like to get here and what the city looks like overall. So let's take a look. Hello, Sicily. So we finally arrived after I don't even know how many hours. I left New York at 10:30 p.m. on Monday night, and it's 6 p.m. here in Sicily, so it's like 1 p.m. in New York. 13 hours or so in travel time, so I'm zonked out. I'm here in Palermo, but what I actually have to do is drive myself down to Mussomeli from Palermo. So I gotta go pick up my rental and all that jazz, so let's keep the trek going.
I arrived to Italy as a coronavirus outbreak was taking a hold of the country. I got my temperature taken, my rental, and I hit the road to travel 100 kilometers from Palermo to Mussomeli in darkness. Approaching Mussomeli at night reminded me of the scenic cities built onto cliffsides in Greece. Except this city looked abandoned.
So I finally made it to Mussomeli after like 100 kilometers and 2.5 hours of driving through some narrow, squiggly streets. Just arrived at my B&B and about to get myself checked in. And just to show you, take a look at this. The streets are pretty dead. Like this street back here seems to be a street where people actually live and work, but nobody's out. And then if you shift it over this way, that establishment over my shoulder here is the Airbnb, and then another road here, and there's like nobody. It's pretty quiet.
So when I arrived last night, I was not feeling the vibe at all. It really felt like a ghost town. And I was like, no wonder they're selling these properties for $1. And I even texted my significant other and I was like, you know what? I don't think this is a place that I'm gonna wanna buy. But now that I've been able to see it by day, I've actually seen people out, people are friendly, talkative. I started to walk around and started to fall in love with this place. It's old, Europe. The narrow streets, stone buildings, everything tight and close together. Really cool, ancient, I guess for me it seems pretty ancient, but ancient architecture, okay? And as I'm walking through these streets, I actually came across a property that's under renovations, and I'm gonna take you on inside to show you what they're doing to this house. Fortunately, the guy who's on the site does not speak any English, so we're gonna be conversing in a way that is pretty basic. But I'm gonna try to just show you what they're doing there and show you what is the potential for one of these homes.
Buying a villa in Italy, but you're buying a property to flip in the States, just walk around the neighborhood. You're gonna find contractors working. You just start a conversation with them. Just walk up and say, hey, what are you guys doing? You might want to take a look around. I'm interested in investing in property in the area, and I'm looking for contractors, right? This is one of the ways that you can get a contractor, and you get to see their work. You get to meet them on site, see how they're working, and you can even eliminate some of those surprises. So this is just a tip that you might want to follow if you're going to be buying here, right? Just walk around and see who's doing work, and that way you can meet a contractor. I met a guy by the name of Luca, got me his information. He speaks English. His family's from London. He's actually doing a project. This house here is for an English owner. He's coming in town tomorrow to see the progress on the property that he bought, right? So, as simple as that, you can find the people that you need to work on your project.
So right here, what he's doing is converting these walls into this brick look. I'm gonna get some closer shots just so you can see how detailed this work is and how good it actually looks.
Here's what the walls looked like before. A hint of what to expect when buying a Euro home. Sean, the owner, added another bathroom in this raw space, and here is the conversion almost done. Nice, isn't it? In the next episode, I will show you more of what Sicily has to offer as I wait for my appointment with the realtor to tour Euro homes. Stay tuned.